What's up guys? I had a chance to play around with the co-op flight and I wanted to give my thoughts on what was good and not so good about the flight, so let's jump right in. First of all, co-op in Infinite is just so damn fun. I think from a pure gameplay perspective, it's the most fun co-op experience from any other Halo game. The sandbox provides so many opportunities to mess around and try different combos. One of my favorite things to do was grapple shotting a teammate who was already grappling and having my Spartan slingshot just a crazy distance. Okay, let's talk network stability here. I don't see a lot of other creators talking about this, but as someone who regularly plays with friends outside of my region, I thought it was important to test how co-op feels on higher latency. I tried playing from Southeast Asia with players in Australia and found my experience to be surprisingly stable. I was playing at about 150 ping and I didn't notice too many hiccups, and I also wasn't getting any input delay, which was a huge relief. I guess having dedicated servers certainly improves the experience compared to MCC, which uses a peer-to-peer system if I'm not mistaken. Halo 2 co-op, for example, feels unplayable if your teammate is anywhere farther than the building right next to you. Anyways, back to Infinite. The two biggest hiccups I noticed were when you're going up the elevator in the first mission and when you're first exposed to the open world. Other than that, it was fairly stable. I'm guessing it has something to do with the level loading, but I'm not 100% sure. When it comes to overall stability, the first two levels went very smoothly, but then again, I didn't really expect any issues there anyway. I was way more concerned about the open world, and sure enough, as soon as we cleared out the landing site and hopped onto the Pelican, not before sneakily grabbing the tank gun so I could pull off some shenanigans on my unsuspecting teammates, of course. The cutscene plays, and while loading into the next level, two teammates had their games crash. We retried several times, but it always ended up crashing at least one fireteam member's game. The only fix we had was playing solo for a bit and then linking up later at another checkpoint. I believe we did it after capturing the first fob. Speaking of linking up, join in progress is not possible as of this flight build, so if you and your teammates have their games crash, you'll have to go back to the main menu, squad up again, and then start playing. The load times, I'm gonna be honest, also feel quite lengthy. I'm not sure if that has something to do with syncing everyone's gameplay progress and loading us all into the game world, but it could definitely use some improvement. The game also has a tether, just like every other Halo campaign co-op experience. So if you go too far away from each other, you'll be teleported back to whoever the party leader is. I thought the tether distance of 1,000 feet was actually quite reasonable. You can actually attack banished facilities from different angles without having to worry about being teleported. I honestly think people complaining about the tether are just complaining for the sake of complaining. I understand it's an open world, but if you're playing co-op, why would you want to run off to the other side of the map? It just doesn't make sense to me. But basically what I'm saying is I don't think players need to be concerned about the tether when it comes to the co-op experience. Infinite's co-op also does something that I don't believe any other Halo game has done before. Enemies' health and damage are scaled up or down depending on how many players are playing the game. For example, bosses will be more difficult when you have 4 players instead of 2. It's a neat feature that definitely deserves some praise. Mission replay was also available to use in the flight, and it works as intended as long as you've already completed the mission. You simply open up the TAC map and select the mission you want to replay, and the cool thing about it is you can change the difficulty and apply whichever skulls you want for that particular mission. Additionally, you also keep your upgrades regardless of what mission you choose, so you could technically play the first mission after having access to the drop wall or the fully upgraded grapple shot. I love this because it just mixes up the possibilities when replaying campaign missions. Okay, let's talk about the characters. I know people were let down with every player being a Master Chief clone, but it honestly doesn't bother me too much. We didn't have different characters in CE, 2, ODST, or Halo 4, so it's nothing new. It also makes a bit more sense when you consider the way the cutscenes work in the game. When anyone touches an object, it transitions to the fluid, one-take style of cutscene. It would be a bit jarring to have your multiplayer Spartan touch an object and then have Chief teleport into the cutscene, or the other way around, have the weapon refer to you as a Chief but show your multiplayer Spartan in the cutscene. And then for all you achievement hunters, 343 will be adding new achievements specifically for co-op as well, so that's something to look forward to. Alright, so overall, I think co-op looks to be in pretty good shape. There are a few bugs here and there, and hopefully all the bugs found from the flight are fixed for release. Let me know in the comments how you felt about the co-op flight. Thank you guys for watching, seriously, it means a lot to me. If you guys enjoyed the video, super kick that like button and subscribe for more Halo content. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Subscribe to Kaptain Karizzma.